Hey guys, welcome back. Gonna play a special course today. At least it is to me because it is my home course. This is the course that I commissioned Pakman to build for me. You may have saw an earlier video a few months ago where I did kind of an interview with Pakman on how he designs courses and whatnot. And that was the start of this project where he designed Weston Lakes Country Club. This is in Fulshire, Texas, right outside of Houston. It's my home course where I play regularly. Wanted to see what it was like to have my home course on a simulator. There's basically one course I've played in real life that I also play on the simulator 20 years ago. Now I've got my home course here. It's been out for a few months on Pakman's Patreon. So if you're a member of Pakman's Patreon, you can play it right now. And usually after the courses that are on his Patreon have been on there for somewhere between like 8 months to 12 months, he releases them to the general GSPro course server. You will probably see it there available to everyone eventually. Let's see what I can do on my home course on a simulator. Is it the same? Is it different? We'll find out. To be honest with you, I have played this course very little since it's been out. It's been out for a couple months, and between filming for this channel and all kinds of other things, I just haven't gotten to play it as much as I wanted to. That's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna try and do all 18 holes, and we're gonna play on auto putt, try and make this go a little bit quicker. Let's get right into it. All right, hole number one is kind of a dogleg left. The left side is protected by this huge tree right there. So that kind of prevents anyone from cutting the left corner. And then if you hit a good tee shot, it's pretty straightforward from there. What you don't want to do is hit a tee shot to the right because that brings OB into play. And as you will see, this course goes throughout the neighborhood and there is OB on every single hole. That is really important to just at least keep it in bounds. And let's see if we can start off with a decent tee shot. Straight is okay, if it draws, great, but really we just wanna keep it simple. And that is too much draw, but it may be okay. Pretty much hooked it, but you know, even if you do that, there's more room on the left side than if you slice it. So we are in the rough. We've got 122 to the flag. We want to get at least that far. I don't think this tree in front of me is going to be a problem. Sounds like famous last words, right? And it's going to be fine. Hole number two is a short par four. You've got water up there on the right, which keeps pretty much anyone from hitting driver. So I've got to hit less than driver to stay short of that water. And then as long as you hit a good tee shot, it's pretty simple from there. Now also, I don't know if you saw, but there is a tree on the left side of the fairway that everybody likes to end up behind. We'll just deal with that if it happens. But ideally we want like a 210-yard shot. You will see over and over again that I've got to hit less than driver quite a bit, especially on the front nine. And it's not because the course is necessarily short. There's just always water or something that keeps you from hitting driver. And it's gonna be fine. It's a little bit short, but just fine. All right, this pin is in the back. We've got 144 there. Would like to be short of that. Playing on auto putt, I played a SGT round on auto putt on the auto putt tour recently, and I played terrible. It's been a while and I forgot. It just plays a little bit different. It makes you kind of go aggressively at every flag, whereas whenever I putt, I normally don't do that. I play like I normally would and hit to the big part of the green and you know, try to two putt from there. But it just makes you play a little bit differently. I don't know, at least it does me. A little bit right and short. So gonna get there, just barely made a two putt. All right, this is the first par three, not long, but this one is really a two-tier green. So right where I'm at right here, everything rolls straight to the right, and then everything to the left is kind of one plane, so really two tiers there. Generally, if I just don't worry about that and aim right for the middle, and whatever happens, happens. That's what we're gonna do right now. 135, not as long as I would like. Hang on. Slow down, that's what I was talking about. Unfortunately, we're still in the 2-putt circle. That's not an easy 2-putt. Hole number 4 is another par 4. And again, we've got this water on the right that keeps me from hitting driver. So I do try to lay up short of there, which usually leaves me kind of like a 6 or a 7 iron into the green. Oh, hang on. Bounce forward. All right. That was a little bit of a pull. It went a little long and a little left, but it ended up just fine. All right, this pin is in the back again. That is a really hard spot to get to. That's the highest point of the green. You can see it gets red right there. So I think 140 right there is a good number. That may not be ideal for auto putt. Auto putt, you may not worry about missing the green because then you have a chance to chip it in for a 1-putt and still make par. If I hit it short here, it's gonna be an automatic 3-putt and then a bogey. So we'll just play how I normally would. What did I say, 140? Okay, it's about what I expected. All right, hole number 5, this is our first par 5, and it's actually super short. It is a dogleg left. You got trees on the left side that you kind of have to go over if you want to go that far, and then from there straight away to the green. So you can either hit driver and go over these trees on the left, or what I do is take a 5-wood and just kind of aim down the middle of the fairway, because whenever I do hit driver, if I hit any kind of fade at all, it's going to end up out of bounds on the right. Everything over there slopes away down the hill to the right. It ends up being just not worth it. When I first started playing this course, I was hitting driver every time, and then like half the time I'd have a 7 iron or 6 iron into the green, and the other half I'd be out of bounds. Eventually, I realized that it just wasn't worth it, and I went to the 5-wood. Again, that's not perfect, but I think on average, my score ends up being lower. Oh no. Draw, draw, draw. And that right there, even though the ball didn't fade, if I was hitting driver on that line, I would have very much been risking going out of bounds. Because I had 5-wood, it was short enough to stay in play and really didn't hurt me. So probably a good illustration right there. Now we're in the rough, and really all I want to do is just try and get this up there by the green. Well, not the greatest swing, but that's all I needed. In the rough, 27 yards. Just want a little pitch here. Not like that. Not like that. What a way to recover. Embarrassing pitch shot followed up by a chip in for birdie. I'll take it. All right, hole number 6, a par 4, kind of meanders over to the left there. There is room on the right a lot of times whenever I fade it on accident, and generally I will just aim at these trees right here straight down the fairway. And like I said, I pushed it out to the right, heading towards OB. It's gotta sit down, and it's just barely inside the line. So that is very realistic, if I may say so. That is a miss that I hit all the time. All right, we are in the rough. We've got 127. I think we'd be happy just to hit the green and get out of here with par. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. It was just on the edge of the fringe there, just on the green. All right, hole number 7, another par 3. This one kind of has a ridge that goes from front to back straight behind that bunker on the right. So effectively, you've got kind of an area between all the bunkers that you see there. And then on the right side of that right bunker, it slopes away to the right. It can be challenging if you miss over there on the right. And with this pin on the left, you know, I'm gonna aim somewhere right here. Okay, might be a little bit long, but it was a good swing. And an easy auto 2-putt. I apologize if you hear too much background noise in this video. I've got my air conditioner running because it is hot in here, and there are people outside mowing lawns. All right, hole number 8 is a long par 5. Tee shot, you actually would prefer to be on the right, even if you're in those bunkers, so that you have a path to lay up. If you're on the left, you're blocked by all these trees. It's pretty much never reachable in 2 for me, so it's a 3-shot hole. Not a great swing, but should be fine. Got a little bit of tree trouble here on the left. Not ideal. That may keep me laying up a little bit shorter here than I would have preferred. Okay. Probably could have hit that farther, but I just didn't want to chance it with the water up there. It's not like it's that long of an approach shot anyways. This is a tough hole because of the green. It slopes severely back to front. So we've got 130, and anything past 130 would be fine. We're up 5. Kind of in between a little bit. I'm gonna end up taking too much club here. And I took too much off of that. Get over. Okay, took too much off of that and was just short, but missed the bunker, thankfully. All right, a little long, but we made par. All right, hole number 9, not too long of a par 4, but it does kind of turn a little bit to the right. There's just not a lot of room to land a tee shot here. And then you've got kind of another 2-tiered green with water on the right. In these cases, I'm not looking at the fairway at all. I'm just looking between the white lines, aiming right down the middle between the fence lines, the OB stakes, and wherever it ends up from there is fine. No. And okay, this little spot here is probably one of the most frequent spots that I visit on the golf course. Right over here down the fence line on the right side. I was just trying to make a easy, smooth swing, and I guess I ended up being late on it, and it's over here to the right. Now I've got this tree to kind of navigate. We got water short right, and this pin is way back here on the top tier. So I don't think the tree is gonna be a problem. I am actually taking an 8-iron because I'm in the rough. I want to keep it low. So this is probably not a good plan, but it makes sense at the moment. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. And just a little bit long. All right, right past this pin, it's going straight downhill, but should be relatively flat before the pin. Settle, 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 stop, stop. Wow, that was close. So through the front 9, I'm 1 under. That's better than I expected to be playing auto putt, which I haven't done a lot of lately. The back 9 plays a little bit different, a lot of less laying up. I can hit my driver more often. See if we can finish strong. No, God dang. Sit down softly. Yep, there it is. I couldn't make it the whole round without OB. All right, let's see what I can salvage on this hole. Not a very accessible pin in the rough, 130 here. Oh no. Another bad one. It's gonna work out okay though. Ugh. All right, not a great start that I was looking for to the back 9. Hole number 11, this is one of the hardest on the course. It is pretty short, but you've got water up there preventing me from hitting driver, and then the green is so difficult. It's so narrow. There's really no space in the middle of that green, and with this pin back left, it's just super hard to even keep the ball on the green. We've got to clear this fairway bunker, which is about 220, and then to that water, it's about 260. So I hit 3 wood to try and achieve both of those things, short of the water, but cover the bunker. And that was about as far as I can hit a 3-wood. It's as good as I can do right there. All right, let's take a look at this green. We got 105 to the pin, and you can see it's really on the left side. There's nowhere to land this in the middle, and the front, not great, but when that pin is in the front, it's really the easiest location. The middle is just kind of impossible to keep it there, so I end up aiming to the front. And in the back, everything is sloping to the left towards the pin right here. Really something right here is just fine. 102. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Taking advantage of that slope, just crawling into the 2-putt circle. All right, hole number 12 is a straightaway par 5, super long. It's downwind. I can kind of get there in 2, but it does have this bunker right in the front of the green that kind of prevents you from running anything up. Pretty much 99% of the time playing this in 3. Caught the left side of the fairway there. All right, so I've really got like about 250 to the front edge. So we are just gonna hit a 5-wood, try and clear these fairway bunkers up there and have a little wedge in. That would be the plan. Uh-oh. Hang on. Big old block to the right. But other than being in the rough, not gonna hurt. All right, this green is straight back to front, but the pin is in the middle. This is really where I should be able to score, but haven't been super confident with these wedge distances lately. Let's see what we can do. Well, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, another birdie on the par 5. That brings me back to even. All right, hole number 13. This probably is the hardest hole on the course. The green is super narrow, so not a big target left or right to hit. Of course, you got water all down the left side and behind it. And then if you do miss this green, on the right, you're in a super deep greenside bunker. And on the left, you're hitting kind of a flop shot to an elevated green because it's narrow that direction. So not much to hit as far as the green. And then whenever you do miss it, pretty difficult up and down. I typically will never go for it whenever the pin is in the back here because the widest area of this kind of island thing is more in the middle of the green. So I would aim something like this. That may hurt me on this hole whenever it is auto putt, but we'll just see what happens. I think it needs to draw right in that bunker. And I'm not mad at it. That's a good swing, just a little bit right, but this is a difficult bunker shot left. So I've got about 14 yards to get onto the green in that direction, 23 to the hole. I think I need to be okay with missing this long because I don't want to end up just in the bunker again. Okay, not bad. Gonna be a 2-putt bogey, but that's fine. All right, number 14. This is a sharp dogleg left, par 4. All these trees on the left side, again, block you from cutting the corner. So you pretty much have to hit a straight tee shot, and then it's a 90-degree left turn towards the green. Also, driver would be too far. It would put me through the fairway. So we are just teeing up a 5-wood. And that's pretty much dead straight at the back edge of the fairway there. All right, 163. You know, the cool thing about playing your home course is that I know all the greens so well, I'm not even really turning on the heat map every once in a while just to show it, I guess, but I know the slope of all these greens, so it's kind of cool. Not something that I can do with any other course on GSPro. Might need to hang on. Okay. Back left, just on the edge. All All right, hole number 15. This one, the water is not in play up there. Got to cover the fairway bunkers and that tree on the right, and really no trouble up there by the green. The green does have a lot of undulation on this one in particular, but not much trouble to speak of. Oh, nasty swing. Hit that way out on the toe. Lucky to cover that bunker there, but gonna be okay. Gonna have a lot longer shot than I should, but that's okay. So we wanna hit this about 155 out of the rough. Another nasty swing. It's gonna have to get lucky, and we're just gonna be on the right fringe. See what we can do here. We've got 10 yards, uphill a little bit. Oh, okay, close. So the way that this course is laid out, number 16 and number 7 are right next to each other. We're on 16 tee box right here. Over to the left, directly to our left, would be number 7 tee box. And originally in the 80s, this course was a 9-hole course. So it played 1 through 6, and then it would go 16, 17, 18, and then they added it, and so the course kind of crisscrosses right here. Unfortunately, I'll show you. So here are the number 7 tee boxes over here to the left, but this tree right here, this giant tree, actually we just lost it during Hurricane Beryl. We had a ton of wind, and that is probably one of the biggest trees, if not the biggest tree on the golf course. It's not really in play. It's between these 2 par 3s. It's not in play at all really, but that's a bummer. Hole number 16, par 3. We've got water short of it, and then this green is actually kind of 3 tiers from back to front. This pin is front left. We're gonna aim right in the middle. That would be great right there. I should have mentioned that I am playing from the white tees. That's the tees I play in real life 99% of the time. Can play from the blues. It's a little bit longer. I just feel like I'm not good enough, even though I might have the distance. And then a lot of people I play with are either whites or golds for the older guys. I just don't want to be taking everybody's time playing from different tees. A little bit of a block to the right. Unfortunately, that's going to end up being an auto 3-putt for a bogey. Again, not a terrible swing, just blocked it to the right a little bit. All right, hole number 17, it's a par 5. It is reachable in 2. Kind of bends to the right here, and then it's straight away. If you hit a good tee shot, you can have around 200 to 220 into this green. Not very good. That was kind of a drop kick duck hook, and I've got a long ways now, but it is a straight shot. So I think I will go ahead and just take 3-wood, try and get it down there as far as I can. The worst thing is if I hit a wild shot, there's basically trees down the left and right side that I could end up blocked behind. And it'll be fine. Just roll down there. All right, the all-important approach shot here with the wedge. Just want to give myself a chance to get in that circle, something like 54 yards. No, I don't like it. Not a good effort at all. That's a bummer. All right, hole number 18. Pretty straight, but there's trees on the left and the front right here that kind of block your view of the left side of the fairway, which in real life makes me end up blocking my tee shot out to the right quite a bit, ending up on the driving range over there. On the simulator, you have the advantage of kind of seeing around these trees and it not bothering me as much. Oh, I hate it. Did the same thing I did on 17. That's not how you want to finish. Now I'm really in trouble. This really would need to land here. 193. Got this lip in front of me, which goes up about 3 feet. You know, that might not be doable for what I need to hit. I need to hit hybrid out of the sand to get it where I need to get it on the green. I'm 50-50 if I'm gonna hit this lip or not. I might as well just take my chances. If it gets out, great. If it doesn't, there's really no trouble. It should just land somewhere forward in the fairway and I'd be in the same spot, maybe a little further back. So let's see what happens. And it got out okay. Just didn't draw, just kind of a straight block, but okay. We're in a pretty good spot to try and make par. All right, want to get this on the green at least. If it goes past, it goes past. Stop, nope. Just didn't get that high enough. Finishing with a bogey, 3 over. That was it. Don't love how I finished on the back 9, but still a fun round. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. Appreciate you watching. I am gonna do a video where I kind of explain how I got this course design and what that entire process looks like. Big thanks to Pakman for designing this course, one of the best designers out there on GSPro. This course is available on his Patreon now, so if you Google Patreon, Pakmangolfstudios, you will find it. Let me know what you think. See you in the next video, and as always, thank you.